Master.
Your cousin is getting married next weekend. I need her soul and that of her husband. Her marriage must be for my kingdom. I must be the one to reign in their lives and in their marriage.
So be it, Master. How should I go about it, Master? What should I do?
As usual. Our destiny-snatching wedding gifts. This time around, you must add something big and irresistible to our own gift. Her soul and that of her husband will then be tied to this kingdom. They shall forever be in everlasting darkness. The gift is in your room. Make sure you purchase a bigger gift so that she won't reject your gift. You may leave now.
Your wish is my command, Master.
Mom.
Martins, my dear son, I am so happy you are finally getting married to the woman of your dreams. We've prayed and we know that God will be with you in your marriage. However, son, I had a dream that you collected something from someone and you gave that person something bigger and you regretted giving that person. You tried so hard to collect it back but you couldn't. Martins, I do not know what it means, but I'm scared. Let me warn you, whatever gifts you were given during your wedding must be brought to my house first and your dad and I must pray on the gifts before you can have access to them. I mean, all the wedding gifts you receive must not be opened by neither you or your wife.
Mom, what does wedding gifts has to do with the dream you had? You take things too far, Mom. You are old-fashioned.
This is not about being old-fashioned, Martins. You know God always reveals things to me. Please, believe me. Make sure all the gifts come here first. Talk to your wife-to-be about it.
All right, Mom. I will ensure gifts come to your place.
Thank you, dear son. Another thing is that you must fast for 3 days before your wedding. You and your wife must observe this fast. Our pastor said it is very important.
Mom, I don't think Michelle will be able to do that. She'll be having 3 days hangout with her friends and they need to marry. I can try to fast, but I'm not sure I'll be able to complete 3 days.
No, Martins, I didn't train you this way. You usually fast for 7 days without getting tired. Why are you refusing now? And your wife-to-be, I thought her father is a pastor as well. Why will she find it difficult to fast?
Mom, I am not tired of fasting and I will never be. Not fasting for 3 days won't cause any harm, Mom. It is our day of joy. We shouldn't be looking hungry and weak. Mom, we can always fast later. Michelle will not like that idea because she has been dreaming of that hangout with her bridesmaids.
I insist, Martins. You need to observe that fasting and prayer and it is a must.
Mom, don't be too dramatic.
Dramatic? Over the things of the Lord? You are telling me I am being dramatic over God's instructions?
Mom, no. I didn't mean that. It's okay, Mom. We will observe it.
Better. That's my son.
Michelle, I am your father and you will listen to what I am telling you. How dare you talk back at me? Is it because your mom is late? You don't even respect me anymore. I said no wedding gifts, and that's final.
Dad, I'm sorry, but what has gift got to do with us getting married? One of the big things we are looking up to is getting gifts from our friends and colleagues. I have gifted many couples, and it is high time they do the same to me. Wedding gifts are harmless, Dad. I don't think we can stop people from gifting us. There is nothing you can do about that.
Michelle, I have said my own. I do not want you and your husband-to-be to receive any gift from anyone. I know what the Lord showed me overnight.
Dad, but what if people brings gifts for us? Should we tell them no?
You and your husband-to-be should discuss how you intend to avoid getting gifts from anyone. I need to attend to some people. Enjoy the rest of your day, daughter. And please, make sure you pray very well. We are praying towards your wedding day.
It's okay, Dad.
You look worried. How is Dad doing?
Dad insists that we must not take wedding gifts from anyone during our wedding. Just tell me, how will that be possible? Are we going to tell those people to take their gifts back? It is going to be so embarrassing.
Do you know my mom also said the same? She said we must bring all the gifts we received to her first so that she and my dad will pray over it and unwrap the gifts for us before we can come for the gifts.
But this is just not right. Those ideas in our parents' head are so old. Since your mom says we can bring the gifts, I think we should take all the gifts to her instead of following what my dad said.
It isn't proper for us to reject gifts. However, we will send everything to my mom instead. My mom also said we must observe 3 days fasting and prayer prior to our wedding day. She said we should start on Thursday and conclude it on Saturday.
Martins, you know that can never be possible. I am having hangouts with the girls. This is something I have been planning for several months now. We'll have to fast after the wedding.
I told her to, but she wouldn't listen. I'll just tell her that we observe the fast. We will fast after the wedding.
Thank you, sweetie. You're the best.
Anything for you, my love.
Time is gone. Let me start going home.
See you tomorrow. I can't wait till you finally become mine and you won't have to be going back to your dad's house again.
I can't wait too, my love. We will live together as one and we will forever be happy. I have always dreamt of being your wife. I will do everything to make you happy.
Michelle, I'll do everything to make you happy as well. I'll take good care of you, my love. You will never regret getting married to me.
Dear Michelle and Martins, as we stand here today, witnessing your commitment to each other in the eyes of God and man, I am reminded of the profound love that is at the core of marriage. Marriage is not just a union of two individuals. It is a covenant made before God to love and cherish each other for a lifetime. The Bible teaches us about the essence of love in 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. These verses remind us that love is more than just a feeling. It is a choice and a commitment. It requires patience, kindness, and forgiveness. It requires us to put aside our own desires and seek the best for our partner. It requires us to be steadfast and unwavering in our love, even in the face of challenges. Marriage is also about tolerance and understanding. Colossians 3:13 tells us, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." In marriage, there will be times of disagreement and misunderstanding, but it is important to remember to be patient and forgiving towards one another. As you embark on this journey together, I encourage you to always keep these teachings in mind. Let your love be a shining example of God's love for us, patient, kind, and enduring. May your marriage be blessed with joy, peace, and love that grows stronger with each passing day. May God Almighty bless your union. It is time for exchange of vows. Can we give the couple a round of applause as they come forward for their exchange of vows?
I, Martins Johnson, take you, Michelle Davids, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance. And thereto I pledge you my faithfulness.
I, Michelle Davids, take you, Martins Johnson, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance. And thereto I pledge you my faithfulness.
Sister, you look so beautiful in your wedding dress. Your wedding ceremony is still the talk of the town. You all outdid yourselves. I am so happy for you.
Thanks for everything, Catherine. You really tried your best in making my wedding a success. You stood by me throughout. God bless you, Catherine.
Anything for you, sister. I like your wedding dress. I don't mind this for my own wedding. It is so beautiful.
Do not worry, when it is time, we will discuss that.
Sister, I have dropped your wedding gift in your room. It is specially for you and your husband. I had to spend all my savings for that gift. So please, receive it with joy.
Do you know my father kicked against wedding gifts? My mom-in-law even asked that all our wedding gifts should be brought to her house for prayer. This past week was so hectic. My dad was really angry and he said no to wedding gifts. My mom-in-law also said we must fast for 3 days. Imagine. Fast again? We had to decline. They are just too worried about the gifts. I do not know why, but these parents can be dramatic sometimes.
Really?
Do not worry about that, Catherine. I'll keep your wedding gift to us, especially because it might get lost during the process of transporting to my mother-in-law's place.
That's so kind of you. You just have to be patient with them. You need to rest a lot. If you had fasted, you might not have much energy.
Exactly, Catherine. That's what they fail to understand. Gone are those days that you will fast till your wedding night, not in this generation again. They want us to keep lying to them, and that's what we will just do. Keep deceiving them, since they would prefer lies over the truth. Thank you once again, Catherine.
I need to get going now. Your husband will soon be here.
You are right. I'll call you.
I am happy. Finally, you are mine, Michelle.
At last, Martins. I'm the happiest person in the whole world.
Michelle, I never had this type of bedspread. Where did you get it from?
Martins, this is the bedspread Catherine gifted us. Can't you see that it is so beautiful? She also bought gold wristwatches for us.
But I thought we agreed that all gifts must be taken to my mom's place?
You don't trust my cousin. She was with me throughout. She's a family, please.
This is not about whether she is a family or not. The instruction was to take everything to my mom's place.
Look, Martins, Catherine is my cousin sister. She will never harm us. Do you want to tell me that you don't know Catherine?
I do not agree with this. Where are the wristwatches?
They are right there, beside the drawer.
Michelle, these watches have stopped working. Did she buy us fake watches?
Maybe it's a battery problem. We'll definitely fix it. She will definitely not buy us fake. She told me that she spent all her savings on that.
All right, if you say so. Let me try it on.
I will also try mine.
It's morning already. Darling, Michelle. Please come.
Yes, love. Good morning. How was your night rest? I was preparing breakfast before you called me.
Michelle, why do you look so horrible? You look so ugly and like an evil spirit.
Why will you say that to me, Martins? How do I look?
You look so ugly. I didn't know I married such an ugly fellow.
Are you being serious right now? That was an insult.
I am very serious. You look so ugly. So, you're a violent woman?
How dare you, Martins? I was still correcting you and you were still telling me that I look horrible.
You are not only looking horrible and evil, you are also violent. Why did you hide your true self when we were courting?
You brought out this side of me. You keep insulting me without feeling bad. We got wedded yesterday. I should even be the one to tell you that you have a hidden rotten character. I was raised properly. I wouldn't have reacted like that if you didn't piss me off.
So, I am the one that wasn't raised properly? Are you insulting my parent now? What insolence. You are very rude, Michelle. If I had seen this side of you, I wouldn't have married you at all. I thought I was getting married to a sensible and virtuous woman, not knowing I was digging my own suffering grave. Oh my. I have made a terrible mistake. Michelle. You disgust me.
See the person that says I disgust him. Don't you know that you disgust me as well? Ever since you've been talking, all I can see is a goat or cow in a human form. You look like a non-entity, and I've been wondering what got me attracted to you. I don't think I can ever submit to an animal like you. You are telling me that I look horrible, yet you look like an animal. Martins, please, get a life. Until you stop looking like an animal, I don't think I can ever respect or submit to you.
What an insult. Michelle, if not that I was raised properly, I would have beat you up for the insults you just heaped on me. But I won't do that. Just in case you don't know, until you stop looking like a witch sent to ruin me and cause destruction in my family, I will never regard you as a wife. If only you can see how you look truly, you would know that you are an evil woman.
And if only you can see those nasty horns or whatever on your head, you will know that you never come close to being a husband. You're an animal.
Get out of this room, Michelle. I think we need to have our separate rooms. I do not want you beside me at all.
I also want Sesame Martins. I can't imagine sleeping with a goat. That's disturbing, you know, right? It is better we review some things and talk about how we are going to live together.
Nice one. Let's set boundaries. All toothpaste must be squeezed from the bottom, not the middle. Failure to adhere, don't buy any groceries into the house, meaning, you will starve. Shoes must be aligned perfectly by the door at all times. No talking during the first 10 minutes of my favorite TV show, or else there will be a ban on Netflix for a week. Toilet paper rolls must be replaced immediately after they run out, or else suffer a silent treatment for an entire day. No phone usage during dinner, or face a week-long silent treatment. My clothes must be folded in a specific way, and neatly, or else face a restriction from accessing the closet for a day. Bedtime must be strictly adhered to, or face a confiscation of all electronic devices for a night. No speaking after 9 p.m. No friends allowed over without permission. All meals must be cooked by 6 p.m. No spending money without prior approval. No talking to other men, even in public places. All household chores must be completed by 8 p.m. No leaving the house without permission. No television or entertainment after 10 p.m. If you plan on taking any job, you must tell me first and I must approve of it. Must wear specific clothing chosen by me. Lastly, you must not tell your dad or my parent about our affairs. Whatever happens in our marriage is our business. They must not know anything about us. That's just my rules. Please adhere to them.
Martins. You are truly an animal. How do you expect me to keep to these rules? I must get permission from you before I go out. And permission before I can spend money? And also to work? What rubbish is that?
That's mine. Let's hear yours.
Cooking is done strictly by timetable and rota. We will have to do the cooking together on our duty days, because I can't imagine cooking for an animal always. All dirty laundry must be placed in the hamper immediately, or face a ban from using the washing machine for a week. No leaving dirty dishes in the sink, or risk having to cook all meals for a week. All toilet seats must be put down after use, or face a ban from using the toilet in the master bathroom, in fact, the whole house. No leaving wet towels on the bed or furniture, or face a fine of doing all the household chores for a day. Shoes must be taken off at the door, or risk having to clean all floors in the house. No interrupting while I am speaking, or face a day of silent treatment. Bedtime must be respected, or face sleeping on the couch for a night. No eating in bed, or risk a ban from eating snacks for a week. All dirty socks must be placed in the laundry basket immediately upon removal, or face a ban from entering the bedroom for a day. No loud snoring allowed, or risk sleeping on the couch for a week. You must be back at home before 7 p.m. Time for mating and intimacy is decided by me. We will have a rota for that and duration. Failure to adhere to that attracts a month of no sexual activities. Finally, you must not talk to any other woman without my permission, and that includes your mom.
Are you crazy? Permission from you before I speak to my mom and rota for us to mate together? You must be crazy. And what if I don't adhere to all these rubbish you have said?
Then, we will get divorced immediately.
Just because of my mom, I won't allow that to happen. I will keep to your rules.
And just because of my dad, I'll keep to your rules.
This is just the beginning.